What's up, guys? Mr. Branzino here. I'm drinking a cup of coffee and I want to talk to you guys about kitchen equipment. Listen, the tool does not make the cook. The cook makes the cook. If I were starting out today, I'm going to share with you my 25 essential gadgets, tools, equipment that I would use today in order to make my kitchen complete. I'm going to go through some things that may be a little bit advanced. These are things that there's some intermediate and beginner type of tools that you can use, but these tools will fit your kitchen. You can cook basically almost every single meal that you ever want and that you could ever dream of. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with a friend. And I have a link down below that you can actually use to get the complete list of different tools and equipment that go beyond the 25 with links to be able to get those things. So just, check it out down below. Let me know if you like this, leave a comment, whatever it is that you want. And I look forward to sharing this with you. All right, let's check it out. So the first piece of equipment that is fairly obvious, but you probably wouldn't think to include it, is a cutting board. I love wooden cutting boards. You can use plastic. I usually use the plastic for like meat or fish or something like that, or something quick, like some piece of fruit or some quick veggies, but you're gonna make your knives last a lot longer if you're using wood. So use a wooden cutting board. It's pretty essential. Next, chef's knife. The chef's knife is great because you can do everything with this. You cut vegetables, you can cut a chicken, you can cut onions. You're gonna be using this all the time as a home cook. So get yourself a good chef knife. All right, next, a paring knife, or this is kind of like a utility knife, a paring knife, but these types of knives are really great because you can cut a little bit of fruit with it. You can cut that tomato. You can cut a kiwi. This is going to be more for something that you don't really need a huge knife to do with, but just something to have in the kitchen and is incredibly essential and will make your cooking go faster. Next are some kitchen shears. These are awesome. You can cut a chicken. I usually spatchcock a chicken with these. You could also use kitchen shears to chop up some parsley or some chives. These are an indispensable tool in your kitchen, so you got to get some kitchen shears. Next, a whisk. You're going to use a whisk pretty much to, make some tahini sauce. You're going to use it to do pancakes. A spatula. Spatulas are incredible. You're going to use this to make eggs. You're going to saute your vegetables. You're going to use this tool for pretty much everything. Taking batter out of a bowl to be able to make some cake. Like this spatula, especially these silicone ones, are incredible. The next essential kitchen item is a ladle. This is the G-Wagon for stews, for soups, for sauces. The ladle is something that you're going to use maybe not every day, but you're definitely going to be using this on the regular, and it's going to make your kitchen complete. Next is the veggie peeler. I use this thing multiple times a week. You're peeling some cucumbers. You're going to be using it for some potatoes. It's freaking awesome. Get a vegetable peeler. All right, next are measuring spoons. You don't have to use them. An old grandma probably doesn't have them in her kitchen, but these are great, especially in an essential kitchen. It's going to make your life a lot easier just to have measuring spoon. So just get one. Measuring cups. These are super useful. Measuring cups are essential. You're going to be using them pretty regularly. Some people don't like them. Some people can eyeball. Some people don't need these things, but you know what? It's just going to make your life a lot easier. Get some measuring cups. A spoon. You're going to use this for pretty much everything. You're going to use a spoon to taste. You're going to be able to scoop things out. You're going to be able to do so much with a spoon. So definitely have a spoon at the ready. Next, get a mixing bowl. There's different sizes of these. You can get 1, 2. I got a small one, medium one. I got these from the kitchen store, just a restaurant supplier. They're incredible. You're going to use it for everything. Get a mixing bowl. Very essential. A colander. This is a fine colander. There's all kinds of colanders that are out there. You can find whatever you want because you're going to be using it to drain your pasta or some canned beans, or you're going to use it to wash some rice, or you're going to use it for all sorts of things. Your berries. Just get one of these. Tongs. These are your extra fingers so you don't burn yourself. They're incredible. I use these every day for salad, for picking up meat. This is gonna make sure that you don't have to keep going back and forth to wash your hands because you touch something. It's just indispensable. Get a few different sizes. Again, I got these from the restaurant kitchen store. Just get some tongs. The next piece of equipment that I freaking love is a food processor. I use this pretty much every week, multiple times a week. If I'm gonna be using it to make kebabs, or I'm gonna make hummus, or I'm gonna be using it to make a sauce, or let's say you made a stew and you want to make it a little bit more silky, just throw it in here. People use it to make pizza dough. So food processor, pretty essential, and I think you should get one. If you don't want a food processor, don't like food processors, you could get a blender. A blender is essential. I don't think you can really cook a lot of meals or have a kitchen pretty much be complete without some sort of device that would allow you to blend up things. You're going to use this for smoothies, protein shakes, sauces, hummus. You can do whatever you want with this. this, and there's different price points for this. This is a really expensive one, but you can get whatever. There's some for like 30 bucks at Target. So just get one that fits your budget. But yeah, a blender. All right, next is a spatula. This is a big spatula. This is called a fish spatula. So some of them are just one piece of metal, and they could actually be used as a knife. This is how they make smash burgers with those full metal ones. I use this fish spatula. I didn't think I needed this, but I was trying to grill some fish a few years ago. Literally, I used this fish spatula and it like made the grilling so much easier. So a big spatula is super great. You're gonna use this for burgers, you can use this for quesadillas, you can use this for all sorts of things. So get a fish spatula or like a large metal spatula. Next is a spider. This is kind of like a mini colander. You're gonna use this a lot, actually. Like I use this to make with falafel. Let's say I'm taking out some gnocchi or I'm taking out some pasta and I don't wanna like pour the whole thing out through a colander. I just wanna take out some of the pasta from the water. I would definitely get a spider. Used all the time in like Asian cuisine, but it's definitely used everywhere. Next pretty essential thing that you need is a 2-quart pot. I got this one from IKEA. Works great. I've been using it for years. And you need like a 4-quart pot. And this one's also great. You're gonna use this for making sauces or soups or whatever, small things or broth or stock or whatever it is. You just need these two. You need some pots. All right, this is a 6-quart Dutch oven. I've been using this forever. I got this from Lodge. It's like less than 100 bucks. Look, it's great. And it's enameled. You're gonna use this for making a big batch of soup, or you're gonna use it to make a stew, or you're gonna use it for stock again. I mean, it's just an indispensable tool. Don't think I could have my kitchen without it. It's heavy, yes. You hear that, but you know, it just sits on my oven and it looks nice too. All right, next is a nonstick pan. This is 8-inch. I have an 8-inch and I have a 10-inch. I think if you were just starting out, I would definitely just get a 10-inch one. You're gonna use this every day for eggs, making some toast. This is so important. Definitely get a nonstick pan. I also have a 14-inch nonstick pan. I also have one that's just aluminum, stainless steel rather. And yeah, definitely get a larger form pan. You can use this to sear a steak. These larger form pans are fantastic. So just get a pan. I use a thermometer. I didn't ever use this. And I was always like, oh, why would you ever want a thermometer? Like you can just kind of touch the meat and stuff. So I'm like, with a kid, you can't risk getting your family sick. Just get a thermometer. They're pretty cheap. This one was kind of expensive. It's called Thermopen, but they have them in all different price ranges and stuff, but you're just going to save your family a huge headache with getting them sick. Don't get anyone sick, just use a thermometer. All right, last but not least, the most controversial kitchen equipment that I have and tool that I have is a lid. It's a 14-inch lid. I hate lids that come with all the pots and pans. I just use this a lot. Like if I have a pan, I just, put that on top and I got a lid. This is a indispensable tool, especially if you're making like a Spanish tortilla, for example. I use this all the time. So a lid can be very space saver, but a lid's where it's at. All right, guys, so that's it. These are the top 25 kitchen equipments and gadgets and tools that I would use in my kitchen in order to be able to cook basically any meal. You're gonna use all of these tools to be able to do making braises and baking anything that you want and searing steaks and doing all these kinds of things. You can go up and down in price with any one of these tools. It doesn't really matter. Just start, get these things. You will start cooking and you will be more efficient in the kitchen. And as you get along in your cooking journey, you can start buying more expensive things. You can buy things that are gonna make you more efficient, be more effective. You wanna be safe. You want things that are gonna actually last for more than a year. So don't buy cheapy stuff. Don't buy things that are gonna, you're twisting something or a knife that's super cheap and you're gonna cut yourself. For example, if the hand flies off and you're chopping. So you still need to know the basics. You still need to get something good, but I'm gonna have all the links and everything like that down below. You just try it out, get this equipment, and you're gonna be fine. Now, could you get other things like, a garlic press? Yeah, I have one. Absolutely. You can get that stuff. Do you need it now? No, you don't need it right now. So just get going, get this equipment, and let's get cooking.